Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about all of my favorite book covers on my shelf. So you know the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, these books I definitely saw the cover, I liked it, and that is how I became intrigued by it. I read the back and then I bought it. The first book I have is a classic and it's Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Everyone knows what this book's about. This one, however, it wasn't a cover by it, I know what it's about, but I saw the cover and I just thought, wow, I gotta have this version. And even the back has a quote and it just, oh, I love it. It's just so pretty. Even the inside, it's just so beautiful. I want to say it also has, it has some illustrations also before every chapter. This is just like a staple that I had to have in my library. However, when I got this cover, I definitely wanted to pick it up and read it again. The next book I have been talking about on this channel, I feel like forever. And this is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. The way it shimmers and it just looks so magical, and I love magical books, like just books that make me feel magical and seem magical. And it's just, even the back has the ticket that the book talks about, you know, the ticket to get into his game. And so yeah, even the ticket kind of shimmers a little bit. And so yes, I love this cover so much. The next book I have is it's not a fiction, it's non-fiction, and this is Letters to My Daughters, The Art of Being a Wife by Barbara Rainey. I went to a marriage conference and I saw this book and it just looks so beautiful. This is a series of different letters that women would write to newlywed wives, and it's just about being married, and it's just, wow, it's just so beautiful. I love this book so much. The next book I have is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. This book was definitely a cover buy for me. I saw this book back in 2016, I want to say, and when it was just about to come out. And I saw it, and I remember I was dating my husband and I said, oh, I want this book. And he said he'd buy it for me, and he didn't buy it until after we got married. So yeah, this book has definitely been on my radar for a while. However, I have not read it yet. And P.S. I am planning to do a buddy read with Kaylin Abridged on YouTube. So yes, hopefully that'll be in June. So yeah, I've already actually started this book, but I have not finished it. I picked this book actually up in the fall and I never finished it. I'm only like 100 pages in, and I can't wait to like jump back into it. And yeah, this was definitely a cover buy. This is about a girl who enters into an assassin school, and yes, I love books about assassins. Okay, the next book is another hyped book, and that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This book was a cover buy, and then I saw the description and I thought it was something I would like. I've already read the first one and I really enjoyed the first one, but I don't know about how I feel about the second one. I've been trying to finish it for, I feel like, forever. It's been like a year since I picked it up and I just can't get into it. I really just need to sit down and like devote myself to it. But anyway, so yeah, I love, and all of the books, not just this one. I actually feel like this is not my favorite one. Probably maybe the last one, but all of them are pretty, but the last one is probably my favorite cover. I just love the artwork and, you know, the way the raven is, and I love it. Okay, the next one, I've never seen this book on YouTube, and it's Mad Miss Mimic by Sarah Henstra. I have never heard about this book prior to buying it and reading it. But first of all, I love the cover of it. These flowers are beautiful, and even has a flower on the back, and I love it. And actually the story surprised me. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. This one is about a heiress who she has a speech impediment. However, she's really rich, she's beautiful, and she just can't find a husband. Back at that time, you know, they're trying to court to get married because that was pretty much all they thought about back then. It's also set in the opioid crisis in London at that time. So she's trying to kind of capture these people who seem to be harming people with the drug, but of course her speech impediment kind of stops her. So yes, it's just really good. It's historical fiction. I love it so much. I was really surprised when I finished this, and I wanted more. I couldn't believe it had finished, and I was like, what? I need more. So yes, yeah, pretty cover, great book. And the last book I have is Midnight Blue by Simone van der Vlugt. This is a translated novel. This was definitely a cover buy. I actually saw this book several times at the bookstore, and I didn't buy it until like the last time I went to that particular bookstore. So yeah, I saw it, I left the next day, I came back, I saw it again, and I didn't buy it until days later. So yeah, it just, if you can see, it almost looks like porcelain, like, you know, the Chinese artwork, the porcelain, with all these blue flowers, and of course this little porcelain house. This is actually about a widow who's, she's 25 years old, so she's a very young widow, and her, you know, I guess her husband dies, and she has to try to find a way to live, and someone kind of takes her into his house. I think he's an artist, and he takes her into his house, and I think she's just a maid, but somehow she finds her talent in artwork. And so yeah, she's trying to find her way in her new life as a young widow, and also her new talent. But then something happens, and she's kind of like, she's about to be torn away from her new life. And yeah, that's pretty much all I know about it. Again, it's a cover buy, so I'm hoping it's as good as the cover. I've been wanting to read it, but I don't know, I'm almost a little bit intimidated because it is translated, but we'll see. So yes, beautiful book. So those are all of my beautiful book covers on my shelves. I have more, but these are my absolute favorite. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, don't judge a book by its cover. You know, sometimes a book can be beautiful, but it's just not a good book. I've had that several times where I think, wow, this is a great book. The title sounds good, the cover's amazing, but then I read it and it's just so disappointing. So yes, don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you can. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment down below and tell me your favorite beautiful book covers, and we'll see you next time. Bye.